Okay, that was really good. We did 2 tarots. Did you want to do a quick strong women that finds hope?
Yes. So yeah, Tina, I wanted, sorry, I'm bringing up my little notes here, but I'm using the wrong finger. So what I really would like to talk about, because you are going down this path, um, and during your reading tonight, which I get and understand, any entrepreneur who is using their gifts to now share with the world, there is a lot of confusion. There is a lot of, do I go this way? Do I go this way? Do I go this? Oh, I could do this. I could do this, and piecing it all together. And you are embedded and right in the middle of that. But what I want to know, and I think everybody else wants to know, is what brought you to this place of wanting to start this business. And correct me if I'm wrong, it's Finding Passion and Purpose in This Life is your YouTube page, but it is about connecting women, supporting women, and you are a strong woman. We just talked about that. And your goal is to help strong women have a place to go when they need support, which isn't always out there, because people look at strong women and are like, oh, they got it all together. So you are kind of bridging this gap that strong women who are capable, I'm not saying anybody's not capable, but the ones that people are looking at that don't necessarily need the support, where do they go when things happen, when our life falls apart? Because we're all living this human experience. Nobody's immune to it. So you're kind of creating this community around that. And I want to know what brought you to this, because I think it's brilliant. That was long.
Natalie, you need to mute, hon. She's with the grandkids. Strong women. I came to this place. It's probably because I think when you're in the darkest time of your life, in the worst time, and you come out of it and you try to figure it out. And it was like a 10-year period. It was, I left the police department, and for the next 10 years, I was lost. So lost.
You were a victim advocate at the police department, correct?
Yes. I ran the victims
unit. Really hard, difficult cases.
Yeah, we went through a lot, and just the whole politics of the police department and the corruption of it. I really struggled there, and I have a hard time shutting up, so I got in trouble a lot. And the cops hated me, because I was like, but we did so much. I did. There's so many accomplishments there that I could go on and on that happened from that. But I think I told you, Shelley, that is when I had an emotional breakdown. I completely broke down. Completely. And it was really hard. It was really hard because you're trying to hold on. And no one wants to go there, right? No one wants to do that. But when you can't, when you're forced in that place, I will say I was in the darkest, deepest, worst places for 10 years, and places that were dangerous at times, My head was dangerous, and I had such a hard time.
But I love that you mentioned that, because we've all been there at different points of our life, but we don't talk about it enough. So when women, especially strong women, do go there, they feel very, very alone.
Yes.
So I'm glad that you brought that up.
Yeah, it just really dangerous, and I shouldn't have been. And that was when I had, suicidal ideations and everything. And I read something that said you had a death, not a death wish, a death something. You didn't seek it, but if it's there, do you know what I mean? And it was just because I was in so much pain. It hurt to breathe. Have you ever felt like that? And it never stopped. And I didn't get enough help. No one really helped me at all. And I had to come out of it to this. And it wasn't until COVID happened and my accident happened that I was able to. Because it was the first time I was ever laid down. And it's not by choice. And it was the best thing that could have happened to me. the best. Because
Was it in that moment, did you have a moment of like, I want to live and I really, really want to live, and what is this going to look like?
it's a journey though, because what it comes to, because it was during the COVID, and then how I came to it, and I went through, it was like a year. It was so dark. I was here. It was so dark. I was in the darkest place by myself, and I felt bad for Scott, but at times I had to send him away because I couldn't help him. And he wanted to stay, and I'm like, if you stay, it's not going to be good. I need to be by myself, you know? And so went through a lot of that, trying to get, past it. And then COVID, and then my car accident was a life changer. It changed my life. I will say if there was a defining moment in my life, it is that car accident of what everything came through, you know?
What shifted with the car accident?
What?
What shifted with the
It
car
made
accident?
me stay home. I have never taken a break. I was so burned out. I was so, you feel like you are, I felt so exposed. I was so burned out, but I got to take a break. It made me take a break.
You had to slow down.
Yeah, for a full year. I have never not worked at a bunch of jobs, So that is when.
And, I get it.
And during that whole 10 years, I still wrote everything. I still journaled. I'll write about it someday, some of those stories, but I probably can't right now, But, and with the strong women concept, we are all out there, and we were so isolated during COVID and stuff. And the things I know everyone was going through, and they were so alone. They felt so alone. But I think we've done a good example of it, just creating a little one, like when Shelley went through hers. We had that little group right there, and we did a call to action. What are we going to do for our girl? How are we going to uplift our sister? How are we going to hold her when I know at this time she can't hold herself up right now?
Yeah.
I thought that is like the action, and how you do it and how I teach it to other women in other communities. It all starts with one, you start a group. In this group, it has a certain amount of people in it, and that's how it kind of goes. Because you start in your community and you go from there, and that's how you change the world. So with that strong women group, because it is a unique group, so you have to have that one person that structures that for that group of women. And there always is that woman, you know what I mean? And I think we had more of that. I think I'm so glad we did today, because I didn't know if her name was getting a biopsy tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just kind of throws me for a loop, But I want to be there for her.
Yeah.
And if we didn't have that group, we wouldn't have been able to respond to Shelley as well as we did, And for me, I guess if you were doing triage, Shelley's went first. She had the hardest call,
Yeah. But how many times, we can all probably relate to this, as strong women, do we find ourselves in a situation and we don't reach out? We don't seek the support. We feel like, I know one of my mantras that goes on in my own head that I have to debunk is, oh, but it's not as bad as, or
yeah,
thank
you're not
God
dead,
I'm not going through this. So we don't see our emotional darkness or the hard things that we're going through. We have a tendency to dismiss them because we see other people going through harder things. So we isolate ourselves and we don't seek out the help and support. So how awesome, Tina, and you are really, really good at this, that you see a need before anybody will voice it. And you are like a bridge that can be that for people and get that rolling. And you have a really amazing gift that way. I've watched it this last year.
Thank you. Like I was talking. What?
I said, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've come a long ways. At this point in my life, being a married woman, I feel this is the first time I've made different choices. Like,
yeah,
just good choices. I chose stability.
Yeah.
over, do you know what I mean? Over so many things. And I feel so humble and so grateful because everything that happened, as bad as I thought it was during the time, was everything that needed to happen. Because if it didn't happen exactly that way, I wouldn't have got a second chance. And I got a second chance in so many ways. This second chance gave me the time so I can do a business, gave me enough money so I could start it, gave me enough money so me and Shelly are going to get into this thing and we're going to look into grants, we're going to look into small business loans, we're going to look into stuff. Because I believe that this business, Shelly, ours, that one, it can become what I have it in for my head as a digital marketer, as a tarot reader, as a friend, as a businesswoman. We can change the world with it too in our lives, you know? And I always think, where could we make this kind of money and put it kind of aside so when you're in these groups with these women and they come on, they're like, I can't pay my light bill. There's a little fun there. Do you know what I mean? So we're thinking about it, about some of the profits off of those, and we will do that off it. You know, that's why I'm trying so hard to get YouTube monetized. That is the most important thing. So Shelly, everybody you know, and watch the videos, okay? We got to get that channel.
You guys are going to be an awesome collaboration for me. You know, in about 30 years when I finally get my house built. And I'm 90. My goal is I want to offer scholarships to my workshops for single moms because I have such a heart for single moms. There'll be an application process.
You do hope.
I want, you know, I mean, I've worked with families at youth and risk and all of that. And, you know, and you have too, and you know that there's the spectrum of people who are just, you know, looking for a handout instead of a hand up. And I want those single moms that want a hand up, that want a hand extended to them, that
moms almost that won't say, I don't have enough groceries in my house for my kids. They won't tell you, but you show up and just show out, you know?
The ones who have the heart that, you know, like I was when I was single mom. I mean, I lived under poverty level for, I can't even tell you how many years, 7 years.
You too. Nolene raising kids.
Yeah, exactly. But they have this heart and they want to improve their circumstances. And I couldn't afford to go to a retreat. I couldn't afford a plane ticket. I couldn't afford daycare for my kids. I couldn't do those things for myself until my kids were out of the house. I want to find those single moms that if they have an opportunity, I want to pay for their plane ticket. I want to pay for, you know, free retreat attendance, and then also give them a stipend for childcare if they can find somebody that they trust to watch their kids. Because that's the other thing, finding somebody you can trust. So,
the difference you could make on a level in groups.
That could
women groups
actually change their lives and give them an opportunity to say and be surrounded by people. Because that was me as a single mom. I was blessed to have this group of women that saw the best in me when I didn't see it myself and made me be like, I want to be like that. I want to be like that. I want to be like that. And it just gave me this vision and this path. And anyway, so when the time comes.
Well, just as women too, though, it's our job to uplift the younger generation, uplift them, hold them up, help them.
And just, you know, single moms just get. So anyways, when the time comes, I think what you two are doing would be a great collaboration somehow, some way with that. So I'm excited.
Well, me and Shelly been talking. After I get moving, Shelly, if you could come down here August, I think it's August 3rd through the 5th, there's a pagan festival here in town.
Oh, that would be awesome.
But if you could come, and then I need to do some film and some print for our work, and then do just some of the other stuff that we can get it. And then we just need to get it out there. I'm going to digitally market it, and I'm going to run an ad off it, but we really got to get it, you know? We've got to get YouTube monetized. It's amazing.
Yeah, my life has been a little busy and crazy.
I know, mine's been, so wait till maybe August. You want to come down in August? Like August 3rd?
Yeah.
Nolene,
I
you
forgot
too,
my
won't
phone in
you?
the car, so
Huh?
Huh?
Want me to message you? I can
yes,
send you a
perfect.
message. I'll send you a message.
I gotta put this stuff in my phone because
August.
Oh,
oh my gosh, that dog.
Did you see her?
Renee? Renee?
Oh, we
Yeah,
got,
she got
oh,
one.
Nolene has one too.
Yeah.
We have Gretchen over there sleeping.
Gretchen is adorable too.
Gretchy, come here. Come here, Gretchy. Come on, old lady. Come on. She comes waddling out. Come here.
Oh, look.
What?
Is that Gretchen?
Yeah. Sometimes she sits so ladylike with her
Hi, Gretchen.
cooch hanging out. She does. She's not always a lady. It's okay. She's doing good right now.
so lovely.
Sky gave her a bath before
Okay.
we came on Saturday.
This was nice, guys. I wish I'm going to do another one if you guys can do the big numerology piece in it. And
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be
I
cool.
will, whoever wants a tarot read, I'll do a really in-depth one, and they'll get a layered numerology on it too.
Okay.
Awesome.
Whoever wants.
And I do have a couple people, and I had mentioned to you guys a while back that I would say something to them, and I completely spaced it with
Yeah,
some
see if you can
chaos
get
in my
some
world.
set up because
I
you know
have
right now
at
we'll do it
least
because
people
Jean's
I
going to get
know.
me and we're going to do it for free as long as they get our word out there, and then I can get it on YouTube and get it going. Okay.
You know, I'm seeing Gail in 2 weeks from the retreat in Colorado. So I'll see if she does, and I have another friend that's meeting us, Sarah, and I'll see if she's interested. And then I have one other girl that I think might be interested. So
And
I'll
I
make
could do
that a
one for
point.
Tanya, Renee, or if you guys want to come down and do that instead, we'll do that. Okay. Oh, she doesn't look good. All right. Thank you guys. I
Renee,
really
feel better.
so
Take care of
nice.
yourself and let us know.
Praying for you, girl.
Nolene, I'll see you soon. Okay. I'm gonna be
Nolene,
going to
you look
really-
hot.
I
You-
know,
You've got some sexiness going on out there right now.
I
It's
know.
from
You're
here
bit of
down
a-
low.
It's
I
just
tell
the
you what,
breeze.
he has
What'd you say?
stayed with me.
It's the what?
COVID,
Just the
he has
breeze.
stayed with me.
Blowing my hair a little bit. That's
You
it.
look refreshed. You look vibrant. You look, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you looked
Oh.
super beautiful sitting on
Yeah.
the bench with the tree. Yeah.
I know.
A little bit.
I was stressing. My phone was dying, so I was going in and out trying to find I have portable power supplies,
I know.
and
I'm like,
both of them were
in the
dead. I was
house
like, oh my
now. She
God.
was on the porch.
I know, because there's 6 kids here, and the one you heard screaming, Zeke, he's the one who's got autism, and he's nonverbal. So
Oh,
his
yeah.
blood,
He
he's
loves
like trying
me.
to tell me something,
Zeke
trying
loves
to catch
me.
me between the process of what I'm trying to do. So it's like, oh, you guys.
All right,
How long
guys.
have you been in Greeley for?
I've been here since before the 4th, right before the 4th.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I don't know. I'm kind of, every time I think I'm going to go home, I end up sick. So it's like, I don't want to be stuck on the road. So
Yeah.
I don't know when I'm going back. But every time I think I'm going to go back, I say, well, maybe it's